Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for Germany versus England. It is the close season. It is international watch-along time. Once again, we did Wales and Ukraine. We've done England and Hungary, which wasn't the best. And it is Germany versus England tonight. Do say hello in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on how you see this one panning out. I know maybe hopes are not too high after the Hungary game the other day, but we'll try and maintain a positive outlook on England in World Cup year as they crack on with the second game of their UEFA Nations League group. It wasn't a good start. We did the Hungary game, but it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Let's say hello to Lucy, Joe, Ewan, Adrian, Alan, James, Bremner's Ghost. Welcome along, everybody. Please do us a favour as well and hit that like button, which helps bring as many people over as possible. 17 likes already. So see if we can get up to 25, 30 likes before we get into kickoff and we get into the team news. Say hello to Alistair, Tom, Peanuts. Happy after a win for Finland and a signing for Oldham as well. You love it. Good evening. Welcome, James. We'd take a 5-1, wouldn't we, Bremner's Ghost? That would make everyone forget about the Hungary game, which ended 1-0 to the Hungarians. It's a tired kind of sort of unintense, if that's a word. Pretty bad performance by England the other night, wasn't it? It's a bit of a different look to the team tonight, and maybe Gareth Southgate had picked a team he thought was good enough to beat Hungary, but I think he's gone with his preferred 11. And I wouldn't be surprised if you never know what's going to happen between now and the World Cup, but this won't be far away from the team that starts in the World Cup. Let's have a look at that team. You can get your thoughts in the chat. Pickford is Southgate's guy in goal, the Everton keeper. Kyle Walker at right centre-back with his teammate John Stones in the middle of the back three. Two champions there with Manchester City. Harry Maguire, we said, hoping for a bit of a rehabilitation now. New management at Manchester United, so hopefully he can get things moving back towards where they have been for him in his career. It's not been great for him the past couple of years. Kieran Trippier starts at right wing back. We had Trent and then we had Reece James. Southgate goes to one of his old favourites, Trippier, who's obviously now at Newcastle. And he's a great set play guy, Trippier, as well. We have seen him go in at left wing back a few times for England as well. Bukayo Saka starts at left wing back. He finished the game. James Justin started down the left for England against Hungary, but I think he only lasted till half-time with injury there. Calvin Phillips is back into the starting lineup. He was excellent with Declan Rice in the Euros, which seems like a long, long time ago. So it's Phillips and Rice in central midfield. In comes the ever-reliable Raheem Sterling, who always does well for England. He finds his way into those spaces in the box. Very good, very clever off-the-ball player. Sterling. Mason Mount was a little bit quiet the other night, but hey, we're in nicest guy in jail territory trying to find a good performance for England the other night. Harry Kane, the captain, is still, as he was going into the Hungary game, 4 goals off Wayne Rooney's 53-goal total. Channel 4 actually speaking to Gareth Southgate right now, which is surprising, so close to kickoff. It might be, oh no, it looks like he's got in-ears in, so I doubt it's a pre-record. If anyone can let me know what Gareth says in the comments, that would be great. Let me know your thoughts on the team on the bench. Ramsdale, Pope, Cody, Trent, Gray, Bellingham, who started the other night. So did Trent and Cody, indeed. Ward-Prowse, Gallagher, Bowen, James, Abraham, and Grealish. Let's see if we can go to any comments. Where shall we land here? What do I think of the lineup? I like it, Daz, in terms of what we've got and what the manager likes. That'll do, I think. Happy after the Isaac Hazen signing. Yeah, Norwich making a signing today. He's not the England team, though. Evening Joe, semi-optimistic, go for a 1-1 draw. 2-1 Germany, 3-2 Germany. My favourite Ipswich musician. Thank you, Con. Very kind. 2-1 England. Yeah, we got some optimism. I like it. Welcome, Penny. 2-0 England. 0-0. Come on, England. 3-2. I'm feeling like it'd be lively. All these predictions would be lovely. Honestly, I'd take a scoring draw after the Hungary game. I have to say. Evening, Damien. Yeah, win this and forget about Hungary. That is the plan as well. Never thought I'd see a Newcastle player start for England again. Come on, that's all you got to do. Get a load of money and sign one. There you go, Adrian. Welcome, Leeds 2022. Come on, England. Hope they do better than the Hungary game. Of course, we all do. Thanks for the likes. Keep hitting that like button if you're watching. Hopefully, we draw some more likes and as many people into the stream as possible. Germany line up. Manuel Neuer of Bayern Munich in goal for Die Mannschaft. It is Schlotterbeck, at right centre back. He plays for Freiburg. He's still contracted to them. We'll be moving to Borussia Dortmund on July the 1st. So says SofaScore. And Antonio Rudiger will be on the move as well, as we know, from Chelsea to Real Madrid, the Champions League winners, on July the 1st. A couple of the German centre halves there ending that. Well, actually, no, I think that's not an end of contract for Schlotterbeck, but it certainly is for Rudiger. I think there's a transfer fee for that one that Dortmund are paying, but it's all set up and ready to go. Klosterman of Leipzig is the other member of the back three. The wing backs, Hoffmann of Mönchengladbach and Raum of Hoffenheim. In central midfield, some familiar faces there. Ilkay Gundogan, who scored the decisive goals in Manchester City's Premier League victories, obviously going to be coming up against John Stones, Kyle Walker, and Raheem Sterling, all teammates. Joshua Kimmich's a brilliant player, isn't he? Central midfielder for Bayern Munich. The great, can I still call him the great Thomas Müller after the missing the Euros? Scandalous, shocking. I still can't believe he missed that. If you play me a replay of that chance at Wembley for Thomas Müller, I'd still believe he's just going to slide it in the corner. But incredible player. There he is on my screen right now, the German number 13. Jamal Musiala, another Bayern player, and Chelsea's Kai Havertz is leading the line, as we've seen him do for Chelsea down the middle many, many times. On the bench for the Germans, Baumann, Trapp, Kehrer, Sule, Brandt, Heinrichs, Stark, Sané, Gnabry, Goretzka, Nemecha, who we know from the Championship, don't we? And Timo Werner, who we know very, very well from Chelsea. Keep your comments coming in. Let me know how you're feeling about this one. You know what international games are like. Always ends up being a good old Q&A and a powwow in the chat. Tends to be a bit slower paced, or maybe that's just England under Gareth Southgate at the moment. But Damien, thank you so much. And I do have the capacity to drink to a super chat, so thank you very much. £5 on the super chat from Damien. Very kind. Not the first time he's contributed as well. Very grateful, Damien, for some close season assistance there. Should be a good game going 2-1 Germany. Thank you very, very much. Damien, if you want a super chat, just hit that dollar button where you're leaving your comments. And I would encourage you to do so. Keep those comments coming and hit that like button. We're 2 of 30 in the likes. Where are we looking in the comments? Here. 2-2 says Nick. Referee from who's the ref tonight? Let's have a look. Carlos I don't know whether that's a Chero or a Cerro. My Spanish diction is not great, but he is a Spanish referee indeed. Ewan. That Andreas Muller celebration with his arms folded. I remember it only too well in 1996. And brilliant penalties from the Germans. 4 at the back. Never thought I'd see the day. Still not inspired by the person. Are we playing 4 at the back? We maybe. We'll find out. SofaScore JC have got it up as a back three. If it was a four, who would that be playing left? I suppose that'd be Walker right back and Trippier left back. Maybe Mount would then be in central midfield and Saka would be. We'll have a look at that and see. I'll believe it when I see it, JC. But you might be right. Might have gone to a back four. I don't get too bogged down with team shape. It's all about the philosophy and what the players in that team shape do. But yeah, they're going to need to do a little more than they did against Hungary. I think we'd all agree with that. Best thing about this watch along, it's a rare occasion where I'm not 5 minutes behind on Now TV. Well said, James. Well said. Yes, we are on channel 4 HD tonight. I'm on channel 138 if you want to watch along at exactly the same time as me. You might be right, JC. You might be right. We'll see. We did see Bukayo Saka at left wing back for the second half of the Hungary game, didn't we? Welcome to Connor as well. Keep your comments coming. Get your predictions in. We've had plenty already. The game is coming from Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena over in Munich. And none of you need me to tell you what happened last time England visited Munich to play Germany. God, I was in the Cock and Pie pub in Ipswich. Beer showers galore that. A glorious 5-1 win. One of the best moments supporting England for many a long year. We're just doing the national anthems now. Just going along the line of the German starters. And we are going to be kicking off in 2-3 minutes. Keep those comments coming in. I'm going to bang through the teams one more time before kickoff. England, we think, in the normal back three shape. Pickford in goal. Walker, Stones, Maguire, Trippier and Saka. Phillips and Rice, Stirling, Kane and Mount on the bench for the three lions. Ramsdale, Pope, Cody, Trent, Gray, Bellingham, Ward-Prowse, Gallagher, Bowen, James, Abraham and Grealish for Die Mannschaft. It is Neuer in goal. Klostermann, Rudiger, Schlotterbeck is the back three. Hoffmann, Raum, Gundogan and Kimmich. Thomas Muller, Jamal Musiala and Kai Havertz is the front three. We are closing in on kickoff. Cynic 98 is the right name for his comment because he doesn't think we're going to get anything from this. Pre-match like spike, yes, do please hit that button. Actually, one thing I should do is say you've reminded me actually because I have to go into my little list of things to click on over here. We just say a big thank you to Luca, who's a bit of a channel legend. Luca is our Patreon fan sponsor for all our live watch-alongs. As you can see, he's a young lad that's been set up by his dad, Stephen. And Luca watches a lot of football from his James Bond-like setup in his bedroom. His dad showed me a picture of Luca watching us on one screen and watching the match on the other. So give Luca a hello. He's probably watching right now. We hope he is. So big hello and a big thank you from me. Yeah, rather fitting. Yeah. If the cap fits, absolutely Cynic 98. We love it. Maybe a 1-1, but hopefully a win. I'm glad we got some optimism. I was expecting very down in the dumps predictions for this one because let's be fair. If England, I know it's a different looking team, but if England play anything like they did against Hungary, the Germans will obviously win this game. But it's a new night. It's a new team. Harry Kane and Manuel Neuer, the two captains, shake hands in the centre circle. And we are about to kick off. Mr. Radio Floyd, welcome. Hello, Luca. Says, Penny. Well, look, ITV are putting a back four up, as I think it's JC saying in the chat. So we will see. I don't know if Gareth Southgate has said in any of the interviews or whether they've got information that it is going to be a back four. We'll see how that one pans out. Look, we'll know literally as they're lining up for kickoff because it's always in the team shape. We can probably see right now whether it is a back three or a back four, in which case it'd be Trippier fullback, Harry Kane and Harry Maguire. John Stones. Does look like it's a back four, doesn't it? If they give us the wide shot, That may well be confirmed. So I think it was JC in the chat's got that right. Camera's on Bukayo Saka. He's the one. If he's high up the pitch and Trippier's over on the left, then it is going to be a back four. We are about to kick off in the Allianz Arena, Germany versus England. I'll give you a timestamp as soon as is practicable. We're watching on channel 4 HD. Keep your comments coming in throughout the watch along. Keep that debate moving. Let's have a look, see if they'll give us the wide shot of the pitch. It's a UEFA Nations League group game. Well, Trippier is definitely playing down the left. Where is Saka? He's over on the right. So they're sort of playing him as an inverted front guy. So yeah, I think it is a back four. I'm not giving us a wide shot of the England players in their own half. Sterling's on the left. It might be a 4-2-3-1 then, mightn't it? Phillips and Rice as the double pivot, Mount as the 10, Stirling left, Saka right, so inverted wide men. And that is definitely a back four. They've given us the wide shot finally. So there you go. That will please many people. What won't please many is Kai Havertz going into the box there. Jordan Pickford gathers it easily. It's a difficult angle for Havertz. Drilled it with the left foot across goal. He's quite well closed down by John Stones. Easy save, but I did play through reasonably easily then. We'll get you a timestamp, hopefully very, very soon. What have we got here? Media asked him a question phrased as it looks like you've gone for a back four today. Southgate confirmed it, and that you are 100% right about that, Joe. And we can see it with our own eyes now. England definitely playing a back four. Yeah, call it what you like. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. The key thing is one central striker, isn't it? And a back four. A lot of people have been calling out for that. Again, I think we get bogged down in shapes. It's the instructions those 10 outfield players are given as opposed to the shape they're in. But we'll see how this works. Corner comes in. Oh, goodness me. Ruddock got something on it on the near post. Who was that arriving on the far stick? It was Thomas Müller. And Germany have started this one fairly well, already forcing 2 efforts at goal. Oh, that's a brilliant clearance. Who was that? Kyle Walker. Thomas Müller is sticking that in the back of the net. If Kyle Walker doesn't get across, he's known as one of the quickest players in the England team. And Germany very close to being in front there, and they've started well. England need to ride this out. It's going to be a long evening if they go behind early here. Germans have got another corner. In it comes, headed away by Harry Kane, who's actually a pretty decent defender, I think. A jack of all trades, but a very, very good striker. There is Kane in the right place there. Havertz closes him down. Kane, that's silly. He tries to basically dive and win a free kick there. I think he's won the throw-in in the end. Kane nearly getting caught out. It wasn't a foul, Harry, was it? You went down fairly easily there. Have we got no left footers? I don't think we've got many. Maguire plays on the left, but he's supposedly 2-footed. Calvin Phillips is a left footer, isn't he? Is he? Trivia isn't. Sterling is and Saka is, would I be right in saying? Someone will correct me. We don't have many. Here is Sterling trying to chase in behind. Manuel Neuer heads away, and it's booted down the ground. Little flick on there. Stones across. Plays it back to Pickford. There's another left footer. Jordan Pickford, the keeper. Nice little flick on by Sterling. Excellent play by him. Mount, good feet. Knocks it into Kane. Really good football by England. Rice down the left wing. Rice crosses. Blocked out by Antonio Rüdiger. Best bit of play there by, only little few passes threaded together in the game in this opening 4 minutes so far by England. Hopefully that'll allow them to settle in a little bit. Trippier takes the throw. Nice turn by Mount. Mount gets it back to Trippier. Crossing position. Doesn't put it in the box. Rice now. Rice across. And they've had to go all the way back to Stones, who's had to go all the way back home. Musiala closes down Pickford, who goes long. And out it goes. Good press by Musiala then. 1-0 Portugal, says Eugene. Are there other games going on tonight? Keep our eye across all of this stuff. Yeah, Finland won 2-0, as was mentioned in the chat earlier. Turkey are leading. I've got nothing on Portugal up there. But they might not all be listed on my screen there. Let me know if you're watching other games. Sorry, I took my eye off there. And I think England have won another corner. And I will plead the fifth. I wasn't paying any attention there. It was a quick little break away, was it? Slipped into Kane. Kane tried to play it through. It's a decent opening, actually. Stirling getting in the left-hand side of the box. Nicely blocked out in the end. Trippier is going to take the corner. So England have been decent for the last 90 seconds or so. Trippier puts it in near post. Nice, easy header clear, though. Germany reset. Kyle Walker's got it on halfway. Going to lump it in long. Yes, he is. I think Stones has stayed up. Bounces down to Mount. Stones, lovely ball to Kane. Kane gets it out of his feet, smashes in a good shot straight at Neuer, but decent power from the angle. Portugal play Thursday. Well, there you go. They're definitely not either 1-0 up or 1-0 down. Have you got any promoted teams you're particularly looking forward to watching next season? Who's come up into the Championship? Off the top of my head, James, no. Sunderland, maybe. So 25,000 season tickets. 28,000. Something ridiculous. They tweeted out today. Rice, England coming into it. A good timestamp now. Going to be at 7 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. So we are at 7 minutes if you want to get lined up. Thank you for all the support. We're at 42 likes. Hit that like button, see if you can get us up to 50. It's a Germany throw-in in the right back area, which Klosterman is taken. Maguire hoiks that one clear. It's gone all the way through to Manuel Neuer. Schlotterbeck and Klosterman are the other way round to what SofaScore was telling us pre-game. Klosterman is left centre-back and Schlotterbeck is... Sorry, other way round. Klosterman is right centre-back. And here is Schlotterbeck on the ball. Muller slips that one down the line. Hoffman goes down under Trippier's challenge. No free kick. I look forward to Fleetwood versus Bristol Rovers. Jerry Barton versus Scott Brown. Yeah, that should be fun, shouldn't it? Sunderland are doing well with the bookies comfortably up. But yeah, I suspect they are. As we always say on the channel, James, it's a liability, not a probability. And they've got lots of fans, Sunderland, who will be sticking money on them. Mike, who is German back up to Neuer. That's a long, frustrating gig. Sounds quite a nice gig, actually. Probably win some medals. Don't really ever have to play. Sit on the bench the whole time. Works well to me. Sepp Meyer. Bits. Hi, Ben. Blooming marvellous. Timestamp when you can, my friend. We will do one. Right now, 9 minutes. We're going to be there in 3, 2, 1. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Sync. We're at 9 minutes. Gareth Southgate's just chattering away to Kieran Trippier. We've got an injury hold here. Schlotterbeck went down. Kind of didn't really get caught. And then he caught Calvin Phillips, I thought. Phillips has stayed down. Clash of knees, says Liam. Always a painful one. No protection on there. Ter Stegen, the backup. Not bad backup, hey? He played for Barcelona, Ter Stegen, didn't he? There we go. Nice work if you can get it. This is going to crank on a bit of the stoppage time. Calvin Phillips is walking gingerly away. Must be his right knee then that got caught. Left leg's moving absolutely fine. 0-0. Looked like it was going to be a long night, didn't it? After about 2.5 minutes, Germany were all there, weren't they? But England were pretty decent, I thought, for the remainder of the first 8-9 minutes. And obviously that injury hold has slowed things down somewhat since. Pickford goes along with a goal kick. Is Calvin Phillips back on? Can't see. Kane can't win that one in the air. Nice little slide through. Musiala drives away with the ball. Hoffman to Kimmich. Kimmich to Schlotterbeck down the left-hand side. Easy intercept for Stones. Horrible ball by Walker. Back to him, though. And that's given it back to Germany. Schlotterbeck again. Knocked inside. Musiala nicely blocked by Declan Rice. Why does Southgate not pick James Ward-Prowse? Doesn't fancy him, obviously. Worth being in there just for the set plays, isn't he, Ward-Prowse, especially if you're just going to sit two holders in there. Ruddock to Schlotterbeck. Gundogan. Germany back on top now. Klosterman. Hoffman. Hoffman. Great German name. Absolutely, Mark. I thought Klosterman and Schlotterbeck were the best ones, though, I have to say. Where can I watch it? Online. It's on CR. It's on. It'll be on all four. If you've got the Channel 4 app, you will be able to get this. I'm sure Muller lifts the ball over Jordan Pickford into the back of the net, but he is, let's say he's offside. He's not. The game had been stopped, and the ref is calling for the stretcher. Calvin Phillips is down once again, and I'm not even going to flash up the bench because we can already see Jude Bellingham readying himself. That's not good news for Calvin Phillips, the Leeds United central midfielder. Out of this one after 12 minutes. Hopefully that's nothing more than an impact one, a bash on the knee, and just a bit of a painful one, and nothing any worse. I'm not reading that one, Bits, but I'll put it on the screen. How do I think Chelsea and Coventry will do? Dal Rage. Coventry, where did Coventry finish? They're like 10th, 11th in the end. I think they should be aiming to get higher, shouldn't they? Wouldn't you have thought? Alex, welcome, sir. So what did actually happen here? Phillips went down. Referee spots him, blows the whistle, stops the game. With his back turned, the Germans throw the ball in. So I think they've got really no complaint there. Nice finish by Muller. Ooh, I hadn't seen that one. Declan Rice, ball does hit his hand in the penalty box there. It does. I think there's something in the wording that bounces up, deflects off his leg onto his hand. So I think you're all right there, even if the arm is in the unnatural position. I've read the handball laws so many times, I still can't even remember exactly what they say, but that is my limited understanding. And speaking of limited, Calvin Phillips' minutes tonight are going to be very limited because he's out already. So Phillips out and Jude Bellingham in. Hey, Jude, get warmed up. He didn't have, we had less time than the ending of Hey Jude to get warmed up then. Straight in, 12th. Yeah, I think Coventry Should be aiming for the top 10, shouldn't they, in the Championship? Signing Casey Palmer today, I think, aren't they, from Bristol City. Would like to see Gallagher get a run out. Yeah, me too. England look far from convincing. Yeah, I wouldn't say they were unconvincing, James. I thought they were quite decent from about minute 5 to minute 9. I know that's not a lot, but there it is, Alex. Muller and Rice playing tonight. Two extremely good players as well. There's a big switch. Kyle Walker heads it back. Good defending by Walker. Pickford picks it up. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Make sure you get plenty of comments into the chat. Keep that debate rolling as ever. I'll try and read as many of them as I can. If I don't read your comment, it doesn't mean that I don't agree with it or I don't like you or anything. We just kind of keep scrolling along. I hope Calvin won't go to Man United or Liverpool now. He's a bit injured. Well, you don't want him to be injured though either, do you? Lesser of two evils, I think, there. Come on, Germany. Beat Show Off England, says Andrea. Show Off England. Most self-deprecating nation in the world, I think. Gyökeres, O'Hare, Hamer, all leaving commentary. Be a lot of money coming in if they do, if those three go. Oh, back parcel. Pickford's done well. I think it was Rice who slid that back. Quick throwing down the line to Hoffman. Hoffman puts it in low. Oh, goodness me. England really clinging on for a second here. Pickford needs to slow this all down. It's crossed into the near post. It just went loose. And England are lacking composure when they're playing around at the back. Germany, I mean, it's hardly Barnsley under Valerian Ismail style of pressing, but it's causing problems for the England back guys. Bits. The Bits bet is on. England to score 2, 5 England corners, 2 yellows for the German. Wow. Get in there, Bits. You love to see it. Ipswich next season. Yeah. We'll talk about that on the Blue Monday podcast, no doubt. Do check that out, Mark. We'd like to see Tammy Abraham. Well, Kane is the captain and very rarely comes out, does he? Trippier tries to pop that in. Stirling seems to leave that, so I'm guessing either he was offside or Trippier already was. And the Germans will have the restart. Here's Ruddock. Say Germany are back on top now after England's good little period up to Calvin Phillips getting injured. Jude Bellingham's in for him with Declan Rice. In fact, Bellingham is pressing Gundogan right now. Here's Rudiger in the box. Nice, cool and calm. Nice slide tackle by Declan Rice, though. But the Germans have played through that press. Here comes Klosterman. Good run by him. That's excellent from Declan Rice. Proper old school box-to-box central midfielder, Declan Rice. Apologies. Looks like we're having a little bit of trouble with our connectivity at the moment. I may appear a little pixelated. Hopefully, it will be a short-term thing. I know about it, so don't feel the need to mention it in the chat. I'll give you a thumb up when I think it's cleared. Looks like it's clearing right now, according to how many bars I've got. There we go. Do I see Luton becoming like Barnsley? No, I don't think so. No, I think things are a little bit more solid there at Luton. Barnsley lost the manager, didn't they? And they'd just come out of nowhere, whereas Luton have kind of worked their way up gradually. Paul, my friend, legend. Family are lovely. Asleep in there, the little one, so I shouldn't be too loud. I want Michael Smith to come from Rotherham. Yeah, I don't think we'll be getting him. I think that cost a few million quid, Smith. But you'll have to make do with Ladapo, Stratty. Sean, thank you very, very much. I'll drink to that. £1 on the super chat. Thank you, Sean. Very, very kind indeed. You can support via super chat. Just hit the dollar button next to where you leave your comments. Plenty coming in. James, who will be the hardest team to predict in the Championship? Burnley, yeah, that could go one or two ways. West Brom, and Bits has commented on West Brom as well. I think West Brom will be in the top 8, guys, I have to say. How I feel right now with that squad. And I know people like to pile in on old Brucey, but he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? He'll get a tune out of them, I think. Bournemouth moving to Wales as we have Brooks, Moore and Mepham. Nice. Ben deserves max resolution. Absolutely, I do, John. I think everything's working all right now, isn't it? Swift, a great signing for West Brom. I agree. Surprised England haven't conceded. Yeah, and it's been close a couple of times, hasn't it? So I think I probably agree with Dalraj on that. On that thought, owners relegate clubs. Oh yes, wise man once said, "Owners relegate clubs." We've elaborated a bit on that. Owners, size, chaos, and bad luck relegate clubs. Calvin Phillips is having some treatment on his right knee. Oh God, yeah. I mean, that's the answer, isn't it? Stoke is always the most difficult to predict. I wasn't that far. I just stuck him in 10th last season, I think. Just shove him in the middle, 10th or 12th or something. Wasn't that far out, hey? I was too busy worrying about who were my absolute nightmares. Huddersfield. I had Huddersfield finishing 23rd and they finished 3rd. Unbelievably bad prediction, that one. But hey, more to do with them surprising everybody, I think. Neuer clears that one down the ground. Big header by Maguire. Good defending. Well, was it? He's given a foul. I thought that was just a good old Terry Butcher. Oh, no. The referee's got that right, hasn't he? 2 hands in the back as well. Maguire commits the foul. Transfer window may play a part. Oh, yes. Yeah. Can't disagree with that. Do you think West Brom will no longer be after Chib Wallace now they have Swift? No, I think they'll still be after him. Alex. I wonder if Forest is still interested since they were promoted. Slid through for Kane. Rudiger's going to clear that one out. I think he's out of contract. So I hope Ladapo is not the only. No, I agree with you. Choice of red, Strutty. It's a cheapo one. A Southeastern Australian Merlot. He's like £6 in M&S or something. There we go. Is the championship weaker or stronger? Probably. It's probably going to get stronger, isn't it? With here come Germany. They are clear through the middle with Hoffmann, who has given them the lead. The flag, though, has gone up. So forget that. Hansi Flick looks on. I suppose VAR will check that because the ball went in the goal. Linesman looks confident. He's already back at halfway. Oh, he's miles offside, yeah. Good call. Strange one, that. He was offside, and then he moved on, and the ball kind of drifted over. A little bit of wrestling went on, but he was definitely offside when it was played out. Season before you nailed it spot on. Well, absolutely. We have our moments. A stopped clock is right twice a day. Again, apologies. We've got some connectivity problems here, which will hopefully fix themselves very, very quickly. Apologies if I look a little pixelated. Please don't feel the need to mention it in the chat. Blackburn, difficult to predict. Oh, yeah, right. We'll have a go when they have got a new manager and we've figured out a little bit more on that one. As a Huddersfield fan, the only good thing about us, I'll say, losing the final is that you still will. That's very kind of you, Tom. Borough Dark Horses next year. I'm not going to go there yet, Stephen. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Chris Wilder. We'll see what he can do. Again, yeah, apologies. We're having some connectivity issues. It'll fix itself when it fixes itself. Are they still checking that VAR? It's clearly offside. I don't know why that took so long. I guess there may have been some confusion as to whether anyone touched it, and there's a new phase of play started. A gift from the gods, Stratty. Legend, I'll drink to that. Thank you, sir. Very, very kind. Paul and I went to Cubs together, probably, he'll tell you, too many years ago. a number of decades, let's just say. What happened to Calvin, Gary? They seemed to bash knees. Nothing untoward, just looked like an impact one on his actual kneecap. So hopefully he's okay. My commentary makes up. Well, thank you, Mr. Radio Floyd. Take the picture, stabilizers. That's twice it's already gone out tonight. No good. No goal. Absolutely right, Eugene. So the Germans on top in this one. Let me just have a look at some numbers. 60-40 on the possession, 2 corners to 1, 2 shots to 1. Stirling down the left. Stirling into the box, runs close to man who sticks it out for a corner. England have won a few corners, actually, haven't they? All down this left-hand side. So Kieran Trippier is going to have another go. I think more teams should do a Brentford and keep the same kit. Yeah, I do, actually, James. I think you should do 2 years on one on your home kit or and then change the away kit in the year in between. So you are having a new kit every year, but people don't have to buy one each and every season. I know people like to collect them. Corner comes in, spilled. What a chance. If there was no foul on Neuer, that is a huge chance that Harry Kane has just missed. Neuer came out. I'll wait. I'll reserve judgment until I see the replay. Did he get fouled? No, he just spilt it, didn't he? It's another good climb by Maguire. And probably the best chance of the game, that. Kane should score, shouldn't he? Just flappy from Neuer, who's a superb goalkeeper. But and Kane, well, a world-class goalkeeper spills it, and then a world-class striker smashes that one over the crossbar. Should have scored. I agree, Liam. I agree. Corner. Bits is counting his corners. Oh, here's Kane in the box now. Kane puts it in low ahead of Stirling. He needs to cut that back a little bit more. Stirling again. England on top right now. Stirling down the left. Rice, Trippier, back to Stirling, left wing, into Mount. Nice turn by Mount. Excellent. Rice, Bellingham. Given away by Bellingham. And Germany clear. Huddersfield reportedly. So I saw a picture of Kyle Hudlin, who is absolutely massive. And I know nothing other than you know. They're all Musiala sticks the shot in there. There's a handball shout. It looked like it's blocked with the chest. I'm sure VAR will look. Muller crosses it in. Havertz. Difficult header there. He's kind of spinning and flicks the ball behind him. Pickford gathers easily. Here's that handball shout. No, it's definitely not handball. Painful one, actually. Smacks Maguire right in the middle of the chest. I think Maguire's growing into the game now. We'd missed the kit reviews with Shaylee. Actually, we recorded something with Shaylee today. We did a Ask Me Anything Q&A, which was quite good fun. She certainly enjoyed it. We'll put that up tomorrow, assuming I get everything edited by the morning. She's always popular on the channel. Fair play to Stoke, to offering shirts about. Yeah, they normally do it on the kids ones, Tom, don't they? Where you can get it without the sponsor. Evening, Wayne, legend. We're all good this end. Again, looks like the connectivity. We're having real trouble with our picture tonight. Kane knocks it outside of him to Saka. Saka into the box. Saka back to Kane, or not back to Kane. It was the arriving, I think it was Jude Bellingham who hit the shot. In the end, England have been good for the last 4 or 5 minutes, haven't they? Nice and neat and tidy on the counter. So Saka who knocked that one inside. Bellingham hit the shot. I think Ruddock got the block on it. Decent from England. Stoke away shot. Yeah, I did like that Stoke away shot. Actually, it looks like we get some good kits this season. Hopefully, we should get them all a bit quicker than. No COVID issues. Season starting a little bit earlier than normal. And we can do all our kit reviews, which are always good fun. Is Pickford the best keeper? Yeah, I think he is. A bit. And Southgate trusts him. The teams with the parachute paints will be promoted. Well, There's not enough places to go around there, Mark. Obviously, West Brom didn't get promoted with their parachute payment last season. So there will be more than 3 teams with the old parachutes. Who else came down? Fulham. I can't remember. God. Fulham. No, Sheffield United didn't either. There you go. Too many teams. Too many teams with the parachutes. Dapper. Not watch said. Just dropped in. Like and say hi. Would you consider streaming Leicester v Forest? Absolutely. Very much. Try and get to the game, actually. I like going to Leicester. Do you think Pickford will stay at Everton next season? I do, Eugene. I do. He would have been one of the ones out the door. If they'd gone down, you would have thought. 30 minutes gone. Speaking of gone down, Hoffmann, the German right wing-back, who did have the ball in the net. Germany have had the ball in the net twice, actually, in this game. Thomas Muller lobbed it in, but the whistle had already gone for an injury to Calvin Phillips. Hoffmann ran through, he was offside, and stuck it in with his right foot. What happened here then? Well, they're trying to show the injury there. We didn't get to see it. Italy 1-0. What other games have we got? Italy 1, Hungary 0. Oh, that's in the group, isn't it, as well? England's next game will be against Italy on Saturday night. And we will be watching 7:30, it says on my board. So I'm assuming that's a 7:45 kickoff. Right, I think everybody's okay. Hoffmann is back on his feet. And we are going to be starting all over again. Are we doing Chinese dinner? Robin, the Chinese was delightful, but no, quite enough takeaway on my belly this weekend. What did we have from Gusto? Like salmon, rice, and I don't even know what that stuff's called. Pak choy, is it? That like kind of weird vegetable. Just put a load of soy sauce on it. It was very nice. Who's that down now? Is that Stirling? It's almost like these players are all completely knackered and dropping like flies at the end of the season. Sterling's holding his right hamstring. Harry Kane's just having a chat with the referee. Gareth Southgate's having a word with Jude Bellingham as well. Sterling just pull up. Oh, no, ouch. Impact one there for Sterling. So the good news is that's probably just a dead leg rather than the hamstring. He seemed to be feeling behind the back of his right leg. A little bit surprised there won't be VAR in the Championship next season. It's coming, James, isn't it? But yeah, I am too. But it's coming. So Sterling is okay. I'm guessing just a dead leg. Barella is the goal scorer for Italy. Channel 4 are telling me on my screen. Keep those comments coming. Keep the debate going as well. Please hit like if you haven't already. We've got 62 likes. If we can get us up to 75 likes, that would be tremendous here. Main thing, though, is keep that debate going in the chat. You'd have probably have the Germans winning this one on points so far at 0-0. England haven't been without threat, though, I have to say. Germany have just had more of it, I think. Reasonably evenish game, though, isn't it? Good job the World Cup isn't starting this Friday, which, well, there you go, which was originally scheduled to. Would have been a hot one. Phew, what a scorcher. How does the Nations League rate versus the Euros? It's got far less intensity. It does have the feeling of a friendly tournament, doesn't it? Wonder if Graham Potter will be the next England coach after Southgate. It's a possibility, isn't it? You just wonder why someone who's worked their way up into, and worked abroad and worked in the Championship. You just wonder they want to stay in club football. It's not the biggest job in football anymore now, is it? No one could turn it down, could they? Gloucester man. Gundogan. England with everyone behind the ball. Clipped down the line by Raum. Couldn't really. Hoffman had come all the way across from right wing back, tried to cross it with his left foot, sticks it over the crossbar. Here's a big call. USA to send. Oh, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want that big call at all, James. What do you think of James Mattison's latest England squad omission? I mean, I get it. I guess he's tried Bowen this time. It's very crowded in that position, and he's got players he likes. So I think unless someone like Mattisson has got 10 goals and 6 assists or something before November, I don't think they're getting in. Well, I assume the squad will be announced a month before time as well. So there's barely any time for anybody next season, unless there's injuries. But you don't kind of see him getting in. Very good player, Mattisson, but not in the thinking, I don't think. Gundogan, little reverse ball to Musiala. Down the line it goes. Dinked into the back post. Havertz, good defending by Trippier. There, it looked like Havertz had the run and the jump on Trippier, climbing, not fouling him, but towering above him. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there, Havertz. He seemed to have won the climb. Yeah, ignore any of these weird things in the that's the rules of spammers and bots and trolls. Their oxygen is your attention. And we all know everything dies out without oxygen, so hopefully the trolls will do the same. Could we ever see a Welbeck recall? I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. Oh, here's Muller on the back post. Can't angle the volley. Pickford punching that for. John Stones kind of knees it up in the air, and Pickford with a very ostentatious sort of punch there. The offside flag went up initially against Raum. Odd punch by Pickford, though, wasn't it? Christensen arriving at Leeds tomorrow. Interesting. They've been busy, haven't they? Bale to Bournemouth. Is that a question? Free kick to England for that offside. Knocked across to Maguire, out to Trippier. Trippier to Kane. Sort of spoons it up in the air. They're going to win it back. Oh, strong from Gundogan there. Oh, Messi in central midfield. Germans come away with that great feat by Musiala. Progresses it down the right. Knocks it back to Hoffman. Hoffman, little switch out to Schlotterbeck. Gundogan. Schlotterbeck. Raum. Gundogan. Bit of a lame attempt at a tackle there from Bellingham. Musiala into the box. It's Rice who stepped in and cleared that. And German pressing is decent, to be fair. They're not giving England a second to get out and swarming all over them. It's working. I'll give them that. Ruddock, Germans finishing the half pretty well here, I'd say. Ruddock pings that one through the middle. Easily blocked out. Trippier goes home. Pickford closed down. Again, big press by Hoffman that time, and they rush it, and they're going to have the ball back for a throw-in as well. Artem Dovbyk, we saw him playing against Wales the other night, didn't we? Expected it. Forest next week. Interesting. Wonder how much Keenan Davis would cost them. Thomas Muller. Was he fouled? Got it sandwiched by two of them there, Mount and Trippier. Cleared away by Neuer. Rudiger's got it. Knocks it into Hoffman. Rice wins it back. Stirling. Another sandwich there, but that was a fair one. And the Germans come away. Musiala, Gundogan. Clip over the top. Havertz in the box. Can Havertz spin and get the shot? He didn't have the old Ian Rush trick there. And Walker, he's tried to shepherd it out. Oh, he's got a bit lucky there. Havertz adjudged to have fouled Kyle Walker, who was definitely hoping for that decision. He got it. Spanish referee helps him out. Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, that, wasn't it? Little bit lucky. Personal opinion, Maguire peaked at the 2018 World Cup. Maybe. And here. Hello, Ben. How have we played so far? All right. Germans have probably been a little bit better, but I think England have been better tonight than they were against Hungary. I would a little bit more snap, a little bit more intensity, but hey, it is the first team, I think. Looking forward to fixtures next week, aren't we all? Kane chasing in. Rudiger shepherds that one away. And we all live happily ever after. I think we'll get one more chance this half. Chance to be a fine thing. Ramsdale over Pickford. Villa, 15 minutes. Steep, isn't it? Steep. I like Davis, who's been on loan, but this is an unproven player. Let's be fair. He's very good. Enjoyed watching him. Rampaging bull of a striker, but you kind of think, what's he done? What makes you worth 15 million quid? I suppose potential, but yeah. Weird one. Dovbyk, average in the Ukrainian league. Only real highlight was winner versus Sweden Euros. Well, we'll see if that one goes through. Loads and loads of rumours. Rudiger, Gundogan. Mount closes him down. Gundogan pops it back into Rudiger. Klosterman. Kimmich. Nice one round the corner by Muller. Great ball. Muller gets it back. Muller inside to Musiala. Muller has fouled. Oh, goodness me. I thought Muller had fouled Declan Rice. Then I thought he stepped across him, but it went the other way. Maybe I did not leave my bias at the door when analysing that particular interaction between Thomas Muller and Declan Rice. Free kick to the Germans. 44-20 on the clock. Game needs a goal. Only if it's in the right net. bits. Looks like Kimmich is going to take this free kick right-footed. And it goes to the back stick. Oh, big winner there. Cleared away by Kane. Musiala hits the shot. Can't find the corner there. And if he does find the corner, I think he scores through the crowd. Pickford makes the save fairly easily. I think it was Schlotterbeck with a big winner there from the header. It's good headed down, actually, by Kai Havertz after Kane clears it. It's right down Pickford's throat. Let's say 8 minutes of stoppage time. Geez, we're going to be here all night, aren't we? 8 minutes of first half stoppage time. We normally get 2-3 tops in the first half. We're going to get 8. It's going to be a long night, hey? Here's Mount. Saka in the box. Saka right-hand side drives the shot. Neuer tips it over the bar. He went down to one knee and just kind of poured it up and over. A corner for England. And they wanted a foul on Kimmich in the build-up to that. It's good from Saka. Might take a tiny little nick off Schlotterbeck on the way through. So we've had one of our 8 minutes. There you go. I'm yawning already. And we're only into stoppage time in the first half. In goes the corner. Oh, headed on. Kane had found his way across to the back post. Maybe it'd be offside. But the flick on couldn't quite find. And they did win first contact on that corner. England. And Klosterman is going to take the throw in. Bellingham. Fouled by Musiala, who very clearly kicks the ball away, apologises, which might save him a yellow card. 8 minutes. Why is that? I guess it was the Calvin Phillips injury. It didn't feel like 8 minutes worth of treatment for sure. Seemed a lot of stoppage time. Mark, watching from Mallorca on holiday. Unbelievable scenes. 9 p.m. halftime. Eugene, I'm not here for that, buddy. I like my early nights. There's one thing I hate, it's extra time. Literally won't be getting any of that. Saka whips the free kick over. Stones on the back post. Raum gets ahead of him, clears it. Bellingham knocks it back, looking for Walker, goes past Walker to Trippier. Walker is going to hoik this down the ground. Mount chases. If he touches it, I bet he's offside. Stones is quite good actually when he stays up from a set play, always pulls over onto the right-hand side and gets himself sort of 1v1 with a fullback for that diagonal, which he will then win in the air. So I don't know whether that's a Southgate plan or just John Stones being smart. There is a lovely drone shot of the Allianz Arena all lit up in rainbow colours in Munich. Rice. Stirling. Trippier. Stirling drifts into the 10. Oh, Stirling tries to slide that. He's trying to dummy Ruddock. Ruddock read it. Good tackle. His Saka edge of the box. Saka drives the shot in. Oh, that is close. That's unlucky from Bukayo Saka. He smashed that one in. Instepped it. Oh, he does not miss that by much, does he? Oh, that's close. The closest England have come, I guess. Saka whipping that round with the left foot. Full-on two-arm dive from Manuel Neuer as well. I think he was worried about that one. The brilliant German keeper is Havertz into the right channel. Havertz 1v1 with Maguire. Havertz crosses to the near post. Pickford gathers. Stoppage time's been pretty decent, to be fair, hasn't it? Bumped into former Ipswich Luke Chambers. How was he? And where did you see him, Mike? Trippier pops that into the channel. Oh, I'm struggling tonight, guys. Rice has got it in central midfield. Rice to Walker. We are 5 minutes into 8 minutes minimum stoppage time for this first half. Stones clip down the line now, looking for Saka, who goes down. He's not going to get anything for that. He's trying to persuade the referee that Schlotterbeck fouled him. Don't think he did. Little lean in the back. I think Saka goes down a little bit easily there. Northampton boots. Well, he used to play for Northampton, didn't he? Very nice too, Mike. What are you buying from Boots? Face wipes? Deodorant? Paracetamol? Things I buy from Boots. The things you do for love. Elliot, welcome back. Why is it so cold? Further from the equator, aren't you, really? Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Can't keep that in down the left wing there. Calvin Phillips is... He's got some ice there on his left. It's not on his knee, I don't think. I think it's on his thigh. Interesting. I bumped into Freddie Sears. I was like, what is this? People running into Mick McCarthy's Ipswich team of 2015. Maguire clears that one. Not too convincingly. Gundogan. Gundogan to Klosterman. It's gone back into Ruddock. Schlotterbeck. Plenty of possession, Germany. We're into the last minute now of the 8 minutes minimum stoppage time. England with everyone back behind the ball here, and Germany, the game is in the England half. Gundogan switches it out to Hoffman. 30 seconds left of minimum stoppage time. Well, Gundogan tries to angle that through. Good defending by Trippier. Nice idea by Gundogan. Klosterman throws it in. Headed away by Schlotterbeck. We might get one England counter with about 10 seconds of minimum stoppage time left. Need to stick this one in the box, else the whistle's going to go. Saka on the right wing. No, that's going to be that. Count we down 3-2-1, and it will be half time. Germans on a counter. Ref's letting this phase play out. Kimmich. Crossed in by Ram. Oof. Good header away by Maguire. And it is half time. Germany 0. England 0. England were better, in my humble opinion, than they were against Hungary. But then it is the stronger, the first choice 11, really. They weren't the better side, though. I thought Germany edged that half, I'd have to say. But England weren't terrible. I'm more perturbed by the performance against Hungary, I have to say, than that. It's 0-0 at half time. The numbers tell us Germany 59 to 41% on the possession, 7 total shots to 6, 3-2 on target. So Germans edging that, 3 corners apiece, 1 big chance to 0 in England's favour. I wonder which one they're calling the big chance. I suspect it will be some corner going in the box and someone winning the header. Was it Harry? No, it'd be Harry Kane's half volley after Manuel Neuer spilled it. So there you go. If you follow the XG or the big chance count, England will be perfectly happy with that one. It's a difficult one to judge, isn't it? Because in tournament football, it's all about managing the nerves and defending and playing the situation. In which case, this would probably be an all right performance. But in this sort of friendly group phase type thing, it's a little bit of a different dynamic to the game, isn't there? I believe Italy are winning the other game against Hungary tonight. So that's the look at the group. Italy will go on to 4 points as things stand. England will be on the bottom with just a single point after 2 games of this UEFA Nations League group. What group is it? B? Not going to tell me, is it? No. And that is about the size of that. Keep your comments coming in. Let me know what you think at half time in this one. Germany is cutting through England's defence line too easily. I mean, I suppose you could say that with any chances that are given away, but I wouldn't say they've been cutting through LA Prodigy, although they have had opportunities. I will give you that. Coxie's comments. Hope you and your family are well. Thank you, Coxie. We are very, very good. What have we got in here? John. Brian's first one. Saka, best player. He's looked quite dangerous, hasn't he? Wouldn't necessarily argue with that. Coming in off the right-hand side. Thought Maguire grew into the half. But maybe there's an argument for Saka there, certainly from an attacking sense. Too similar to the weekend. Lack sharpness and pace. Maybe, John. I think there's been more sharpness and pace than there was at the weekend, but that's not to say that it wasn't similar. A little like we want to survive rather than trying to win. Maybe. Imagine it's Kane. Yeah, it's got to be Kane. Yeah, you're right. That's got to be Kane. Southgate, England are dull, aren't they? A little bit, yeah. It's so difficult. England managers, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong what Southgate is doing, but they're damned if they do, and they're damned if they don't. If they're open and they lose, they're naive. And if they're defensive-minded and get to semi-finals and finals, they're dour. It's not to say it's not true, but it's finding the balance, I guess, isn't it? Can I retract my 3-2 prediction? No, absolutely not, James. That's been saved for posterity in the comments there. What are your thoughts on people saying Southgate out? Well, they're entitled to their opinion, Anir. I'm not quite sure what good it would do doing it now, but I suppose if you don't believe in the manager, then you're not going to believe him when it comes to the World Cup, are you? So, yeah, I think Southgate's got till the end of the World Cup, and we'll see how he does. See how he does then. I suppose the difficult thing is the argument is that the bar has been so low with England managers that Southgate's clearly been the best England manager for years since Venables. No, Hoddle probably. But a lot of the other England managers were not good at all. So it could be the case that he's been the best England manager for years, but he still might not be good enough. We don't know. We don't live in a reality where he wasn't the manager. So it's a difficult one, isn't it? So I respect people's opinions if that's what they think. I will say when it comes to England, we do get some pretty extreme opinions. Put it that way, but it wouldn't be fair of me to say that all opinions on England that are either positive or negative are extreme, because we hear some crazy stuff. But look, people are entitled to their opinion, aren't they? What do we got here? I think England aren't bringing much momentum to the attack. They have a few times, haven't they? Coniston. What is that in the background there? It's Leeds, isn't it? I think old school Leeds. They've hardly dominated, have they? But there's been a few nice attacks. I think someone was mentioning in particular involving Saka. But yeah, it's not dominance, is it? I think the thing that England have always been missing traditionally is the ability to control a game. The only way England have ever been able to control games is if they're just attacking, and that type of business. Whereas in the international game, it's about controlling the ball and making the other team work. That's what England have never been able to do, even with Scholes and Gerrard and Lampard and all those cats. Glass of red. Absolutely. Cheers, everybody. What else we got in here? Liam Rosenior to Blackpool would be a very interesting appointment. I haven't seen that link anywhere, Dave, but yeah, big fan of Liam Rosenior. Kev, you absolute legend. €7 on the super chat. I'll drink to you, fella. Decent game so far. Great stream as always, Ben. So here's a small. That's very, very kind, Kev, who is a Sunderland fan. We're going to be hearing from him a lot this season. So bring it on. Cheers, everybody. Again, apologies. We've been struggling with our connectivity here with our internet this end. So apologies if the picture is not 100% crystal clear. No need to mention it in the chat. I am aware, and it will hopefully fix itself. Rumour is Bielsa is holding up for the England. God, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be really fun. I'd have Hoddle back in an instant over Southgate with the quality of his squad at this disposal. Yeah, I suppose. Who did Hoddle have in '98? He had an 18-year-old Michael Owen, who was just like the lethal weapon. He had Tony Adams, David Seaman, Sol Campbell, Gary Neville, Anderton. I think Hoddle had some decent players himself, but obviously we've got some decent. The one was Sven, wasn't it? God, with Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, etc., etc., etc. What else have we got in here? What's the strategy for the second half? Improve on the first half, I guess. Try and get on the ball a little bit more. Try and react to their pressing a little bit better. Apologies if the picture is not coming back too quickly. Normally fixed itself by then. There you go. Casey Palmer to Coventry's 90% done. Medical next week. Thoughts? There's a player there, Callum. Always thought there's been a player there. Hasn't been too consistent, has he, over years? I think he was best when he was on loan at Huddersfield, Casey Palmer. But when he turns it on, doesn't he? It's finding the manager to get that out of him. £2, Mr. Radio Floyd, on the super sticker. Thank you so much. I'll drink to that. Once again, apologies for the connectivity. The internet is struggling. I can do sweet F all about it. So don't feel the need to mention it in the chat. It looks like it's just righted itself, but famous last words. Who do you think will stay up out of the three that got promoted, Adam? Funny you should ask, because we've done a whole deep dive video on that. So I will say nothing and suggest don't do it now, but go on the channel and check that. Plenty of Forest and Bournemouth and Fulham fans have commented on that video. Bumped into Harry Redknapp, good old Harry, walking his dogs on the beach. Very, very nice too. What do you think about O'Brien to Leeds? I think he's a great player, Lewis O'Brien. Proper little nuisance of a central midfielder. There's a good left footer as well. Always buzzing about, always uses the ball well. Yeah, good player. Would like to see him have a crack at the Premier League. Keep your comments coming in, guys. It's half time. 0-0. I've lost track of time now because it was 8 minutes stoppage time. Probably another 5 or 6 minutes until second half. Picture is a nice change now. I understand how the world... Stop it. Picture looks fine now, John. This is flagrant. Someone screenshot that. Who knows Ross in Patreon? Flagrant slander right there. JC, normally hate internationals, but I don't want this season to start with boost. Current situation, can we extend the international break for another 3 months? No. We're going to get it started, JC. Anyway, you were right about the team shape tonight, so you're in credit. Don't worry about that. What's happened to Mount? Not look great? No, he hasn't, has he? He normally plays pretty well for England, doesn't he? Mount, and Southgate definitely trusts him, but it's been quiet the last 2 games. I mean, to be fair to Mount, he's hardly been the only player who's been quiet the last 2 games. But no, he could have done more, and Saka's been... He's playing number 10 tonight, isn't he? Basically, Mount, with Sterling one side and Saka the other. Maybe he needs to just drop a little bit deeper. I don't know. If England are to change manager, it has to be done now. Well, I understand that view, Coniston. If you want some lead time, I don't think it'll happen. And I don't know how sensible it would be, but I understand the logic of what you're saying. That do it now, hey? There's people from Mallorca, Darian. Look, Boca in Spain as well. I hate all of you in cold Bedford here, or Bedfordshire rather. Don't live in Bedford, live outside Bedford. Jamie told me to say that. Wenlock, what do you think about Bree Samba looking for a move? I'm very surprised. I understand he was a hero in playoffs, but was known for making a few mistakes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's been up and down at Forest, hadn't he, Samba? In the first season under... It would have been Lamucci the first season. I thought he was really good. I think I had him in like my team of the seasons and stuff in goal. And then, he kind of dropped off a little bit, but he did peak again at the end of the season and was obviously brilliant in that playoff semi-final second leg. But look, sounds like they seem to have different ideas of what salary he should be paid. So, we'll see if he's just playing a very risky game of brinksmanship with his contract, and he is actually going to re-sign. Buzzing for the season. I think we all are, aren't we? Crack that. The Vodka Red Bull. It's classy, James, isn't it? There we go. I'll drink with you, mate. Samba isn't looking for a movie. Well, it might be a big game of brinksmanship, mightn't it? We'll see how it all pans out. Although, if you can get Nick Pope, you might not be too worried about losing Bree Samba, mightn't you? There's an upgrade for you. Isn't Sam Johnston still available as well? He hasn't signed for anyone yet, has he? Isn't he England goalkeeper as well? So Pope and Johnston could both be on the move in the summer. Chances of Ben Foster to Forest. MLS to work on his YouTube career, I think. Can we pick a Championship England team? You be my guest. What, as in players that are in it now? We'll take Pope in goal for starters then. We probably still have Tarkowski as well before his contract is up, isn't it? Right. Guys, can we get ourselves a like spike? If you're watching the stream right now, and I can see plenty of you are, and I really, really appreciate the support, hit that like button. The like spike is all a bit of fun, but the more people that hit like, the better we do in the rankings here on YouTube, the more people we can attract, the better the debate gets, and so the cycle continues. We're on 85 likes, isn't it? It just jumped up from 81 or something. So, hit that like button for me. That'd be fantastic. See if we can get us up to 100. We'll give another shout out as well to our fan sponsor, Luca Bentley. Football is nothing without fans. I'm nothing without football. We're nothing without you, Luca. Thank you to all our people over on Patreon. Patreon subscribers will get the extended version of the Q&A we filmed today. So check that out, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. We've gone up to 92 likes. That's tremendous. And the players are out, and we're about to start the second half. Let's bang through the teams, and then we'll get your time stamp ASAP. So, England with a back four, which will hopefully shut a few people up. Pickford in goal, Walker and Trippier the fullbacks, Stones and Maguire the centre-backs. Rice and Phillips were the double pivot. Phillips bashed his knee. Bellingham is in for him. Saka right, Sterling left, Mount 10, and Kane 9. On the bench for England, Ramsdale, Pope, Cody, Trent, Gray, Ward-Prowse, Gallagher, Bowen, James Abraham, and Jack Grealish. For the Germans, Die Mannschaft, Neuer in goal, Klosterman, Rudiger, Schlotterbeck is the back three, Raum and Hoffmann are the wing backs, Gundogan and Kimmich are the centre backs, Muller, Musiala are in support of Chelsea's Kai Havertz up top. I'm watching on Channel 4 HD. I'm going to give you a time sync. Hopefully, the offside flag's gone up. So we're going to give you a time sync at 46 minutes, which is in about 7 seconds. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1 if you want to get properly lined up and enjoy the chat. Oh, they've taken the clock away, haven't they? I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't have the clock on the replays, Channel 4. We've just gone over 46 minutes. Ask me in the chat if you want a time stamp. Cleared by Rudiger. Christopher, I recognise you. You were doing the Championship EFL videos. That's me, Christopher. You do recognise me. As long as Lukas Jutkovic is up front, then I'm happy. Is this our Championship England team? Classic. Palace were due to have a medical with Johnston. That'd be the most Palace signing possible, that, wouldn't it? We're going to continue with public comment. Do you know, I'd like to. It's finding the time. We might have to do that on the Patreon. But here's Kyle Walker, 35 yards out, smashes a shot, and it's blocked by Musiala fairly easily. Neuer at the back knocks it into Schlotterbeck, who is going to be signing for Dortmund very, very soon. Schlotterbeck's got it again. Gundogan knocks that across. Klosterman, Hoffmann cleared away. Kimmich tries to pick it up. Looks like a foul by Stirling on Kimmich. You've made me pour. I didn't make you pour a drink, Coniston. England made you pour a drink. Who do I support in the chat? I don't support anyone in the Championship, Christopher. I used to. There may be a clue on the wall behind me as well. I think it allows me to do my job a bit better, doesn't it? Be nice and impartial. Here is Schlotterbeck again. Slides it inside to Gundogan. Germany probably had about 85% possession in this half, I think. England can't get the ball, is what I'm trying to say. Schlotterbeck. Kimmich. Oh, Musiala tried to slip it through to Havertz, who hits the deck there a little bit theatrically. Mount is trying to lead the press there. He's done quite well, Mount. He didn't foul Schlotterbeck, did he? No, good play by Mount there, actually. Rudiger. Klosterman. Hoffmann. Raum. Germany are having worryingly a lot of the ball in this second half. Musiala. Saka slides in and wins that one. Thrown in by Raum. Musiala edge of the box. Havertz sweeps up. It's all Germany, isn't it? Rudiger, Gundogan, Kimmich, Havertz. They're going to make a decent chance in a minute, aren't they, Germany? Kimmich slides it through Hoffmann. And someone clip that out. Hoffmann gives Germany the lead about 5 seconds after I said they're going to make a really decent chance in a minute, aren't they? Germany take the lead in the second half. It's not great goalkeeping by Pickford on first look. I'll wait for the replay. Germany 1, England 0. They've had the ball for pretty much the entire second half. I think Pickford's expecting that to go in the corner. He dives. I think he's gone with the wrong hand and kind of spoons it into the net. And the Germans lead. It was Havertz on the ball. It's a lovely pass by Kimmich to play it through. What happened? I'm going to need to see the angle. This will be a good angle. I mean, it's just really poor from Pickford, isn't it? I'm a fan of Pickford's, but he's got to save that, hasn't he? Just very, very weak. And it's almost like he didn't need to dive. And by diving, he takes himself out of the way. And the shot just goes through his hand. And Germany lead 1-0. Hoffmann of Borussia Mönchengladbach is the scorer. It's not great goalkeeping by Jordan Pickford. And it's a bit of a depressing couple of games for England now. It might be back-to-back defeats in the Nations League here. Get your thoughts in the chat. Try and keep it calm. I know people get very, very upset when England don't win and even more upset when they lose. And England are losing again. Jonas Hoffmann with the goal. Poor keeper. Can't argue with that, Bits. Can't argue with that. I try and keep the positivity up, but it's not good goalkeeping, is it? It's almost like if he just stood up, like Neuer did in the first half for Saka's shot, he can, really get a good palm on that. But the fact that he's diving, he's anticipated it going across him, and then just goes through his hand, or his hand again. Not good. Not good. Timestamp. We try and get you a timestamp, guys. We were going to do one about 5-6 minutes ago, and they went to a replay, didn't they? Here come England down the left. Mount puts it onto Trippier. Kimmich goes with him. Back to Mount. Mount runs into traffic. And here is Gundogan. Mount again in the 10. Mount drives the shot. Good save by Neuer. Good strike by Mason Mount from about 22 yards out there. He's going in the corner. Neuer does well. He is Ruddock. It's been coming for a while, to be honest. This competition needs to be put in perspective, though. Well, I hope you're right, Vindaloo. And I hope when the real World Cup stuff is going in November, it's a bit better than this. Here is Musiala. Declan Rice. He hasn't actually played badly tonight, Declan Rice. He's broken up a fair amount there from central midfield. Here's Maguire. Maguire to Stones. Hope we see a reaction. Might learn more. I appreciate you guys' optimism. I don't want to be a horrible, gnarly pessimist. I don't see England scoring tonight, I have to say. Oh, here come Mount into the box. Mount's had a good 2 or 3 minutes. He's tried to drive England forward from the 10 position. Made some really good third-man runs. He made another one there. He just gets blocked out. Rice and Saka up. But you might be right there, Nick. There's the save. Mount certainly has taken the fight to the Germans in the absence of anybody else doing it at the moment. Here comes the national meltdown. Absolutely. It's England down here, of course. The difficulty is with the national meltdown is that people making good points, their points get lost in all the outrage, doesn't it? Great tackle there by Jude Bellingham. Here's Musiala. Well played by Stones. Thank the Lord I'm Indian. Said all the Indians ever. Tremendous. But you're a de facto England fan, though, aren't you, Anna? Now you've said that, it will start raining goals. Well, I hope so. I very hope so. Southgate's football reminds me of Scott Parker's. There you go. I'll throw that into the chat and let you lot discuss it. Kimmich. Mark Warburton for England. There you go, Kevin. You heard it here first. Is it true you're an Ipswich Town fan? If only there was a clue on the wall behind me, Christopher, hey? Like it's some kind of secret football team I support. It's only because India are not very good at football. I suppose India are very good at cricket, though, aren't they? I don't know who the cricket world champions are. Someone will tell me. Who's won the most cricket world championships? I bet it's Australia, isn't it? Or is it India? I don't know. I know nothing about cricket. Big switch of play by Schlotterbeck. And not even the great Thomas Muller can keep that one in. So I was right. Australia have won the most. There you go. Choice of red wine tonight. It's a cheapo one, Cole. It's quite nice, actually. Picky Ricky. About £6 from M&S. I'm enjoying it, but I'm sure when I get up at 6:20 when Enid's wailing tomorrow and I've got to do the first 2 hours, I won't appreciate my kind of drowsy head. Ben got stick for being a Liverpool fan. It was quite fun. That's gone down as a legendary moment, that, hasn't it? Oh dear. Italian here. What do we think of Barella? He's very good. He scored tonight, hasn't he? Free kick to the Germans. Oh no, sorry, it's gone the other way. Saka fouled by Muller. Oh, it's in decent position, this one. I met Antoine Semenyo outside an M&S. Was he by Merlot, Annie? Italy 2, Hungary 1. Mancini own goal. Interesting. Got something against the Welsh. If you want to laugh, go back and watch the watch along the lads are talking about there. Free kick to it was Cardiff and Liverpool in the FA Cup, wasn't it? Unbelievable. Oh, quick free kick by England. Tried to do something clever there. Kane smacked it into the wall. Ruddock with a karate kick clear. The ball goes out of play from Pickford. Do we get a Muller corner? We've already had a Muller Rice tonight, James. A Muller corner. All the Muller puns are out in force. Kyle Walker. He's going to take the throw in. Oh, nice little spin by Kane. Switch. Rice. Good ball by Rice. Stirling. That's a horrible cross by Raheem Sterling, who's a far, far better player than that. Whips it all the way over and out of play. Pickford was awesome in the penalty shootout versus Italy. However, that was a howler. Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Robert. It wasn't good, was it? Was not good. Wales v Netherlands tomorrow, Ben. I don't know what the plan is tomorrow. I'm kind of taking it easy during close season. Actually, no, I definitely can't do Wales and Netherlands. I've got to work tomorrow night. But we will be back for England versus Italy on Saturday. Ruddock, Havertz, Kimmich, Hoffman, Schlotterbeck, Gundogan, Kimmich. A lot of possession, aren't they, Germany? What do the numbers say in the second half? Yeah, 65. It's 61 across the game, 65 in the second half. Ugh. Kimmich. Little dink out by Kimmich. Working instead of a Wales WatchAlong. That is pure anti-Welsh, isn't it, Jamin? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Why doesn't your hairdresser sponsor your vids? I can have a word with her, actually. I've only recently got a new hairdresser. Mings, are we talking about Ipswich players to play for England? Richard Wright did, didn't he? Kieran Dyer as well. I don't know who was most recent. Dyer play against Luxembourg. Oh, here's Kyle Walker's won it high up the pitch. Terrible ball by Walker looking for Bellingham. Completely undercooked that one, didn't he? Musiala knocks it inside and it's back with Rudiger. Looking in control, don't they? The Germans. Ball is back with Neuer. Rudiger. Schlotterbeck. Back to Rudiger. We have a double substitute. I think Timo Werner and Serge Gnabry, I think, are coming on. So I'm guessing Musiala and Havertz will go out. He won't take Muller out, will he? Or will he? We'll find out. We can't get the ball, guys. Rudiger back to Neuer. The press has come up the pitch now. Oh, Neuer's held on to it. Maybe about 3 touches too long, but he does in the end play a nice ball into Havertz. And that's our press played through. Here is Havertz again. Gets it back off Muller. Havertz drifts inside right. Havertz back to Muller. Ram. Gundogan. Rudiger. And Trippers won it back. Right. Can England keep hold of the ball for more than a few passes here? That has not been the case this half. Right. Here come Gnabry and Werner then. Right, Hoffman is coming out. He's been playing down the right, so I'm not entirely sure what Flick is up to. Hoffman, the goal scorer there. He's coming out. We know from watching Werner, he's not going to go and play down the right. Gnabry comes on. Werner's on as well for Musiala. So kind of a Chelsea-looking front line now. Where did Gnabry go? Is he going to play high up on the right-hand side? Yes, it looks like he has. I think the way the Germans are playing the 3 at the back system exemplifies my point about its philosophy over shape, because they're playing 3 at the back, but look where the wide players are. They are way up the pitch. Hoffman, probably get a heat map up actually for Hoffman. There you go. So that is Hoffman's heat map, and there's a lot of stuff in the opposing half as well. Corner to Germany, which Kimmich is going to take from the right-footed. Excuse me, sorry. Goes all the way over to Timo Werner. Muller, little feed. Gundogan. Oh, ref's got to pull that back. He got in Gundogan's way. He apologises. Gundogan is being reasonable about it. A lot of footballers wouldn't be. A lot of fans certainly wouldn't be. Tries to get out of the way, but just takes Gundogan out. It should be a German restart, shouldn't it? Bless you. WPK. Has Maguire played well? Played all right. Back end of the first half, he was kind of at it. The referee's watch is broken. They have a spare. So this should clearly be a German restart, shouldn't it? Jude Bellingham contested the drop ball. Could be an uncontested drop ball. I think Jude knows that too, but his competitive side is coming out. Flicked immediately over. Decent header by Stones. Bellingham, excuse me, gets something on it. Muller's got it on the left wing. Muller's cross deflects to Havertz. Gesundheit. There you go. Kimmich. 12 versus 11. And we're still not winning. Ruddock goes home. 67-48 on the clock. I think we need some substitutions, Mr. Southgate. It'll be interesting to see what Southgate chooses to do. It is 5 subs tonight, isn't it? Gundogan. Out it goes to Raum. Nice little feed through. Good goalkeeping by Pickford. Trying to get Havertz in there. Little slide in from the left-hand side. Decent work by Pickford, who is going to come under scrutiny, let's just say, for that goal. Rightly so, I guess. Walker trying to feed that down the line to Saka. Havertz, I think, got a little foot on it. Here comes Jack Grealish, who's just getting his shirt ready. He would normally play inside left. We'll see. Stirling's been playing in that spot. He did get that dead leg in the first half, didn't he? Kimmich, Rudiger. Back to Kimmich. Gundogan. Gundogan out to Gnabry on the right wing. Gnabry, this is good from the Germans. Muller, great feet by Muller. Little dinked up cross. Big header out by Walker. Oh, loads of space for Raum now. Puts the cross into the back post. Oh, that's a great save by Pickford. Well, he should have saved the goal, and that was a really good save. Muller arriving at the back post. And a far more difficult save for Pickford to make. Really good one. That gets across to his near post, and the ball changes trajectory, hits it into the ground, and Pickford goes from a horrible mistake to a really good bit of goalkeeping there. And England living on their nerves here. Germany look more likely to get the next goal in this game rather than England getting the equaliser. Corner clip to the back post. Schlotterbeck heads it back across. Maguire heads it out. Declan Rice not impressed with Schlotterbeck going to ground there. Ruddock getting involved. We're throwing to the Germans. Raum, the left wing back, tosses it in. Muller to Havertz to Raum. Good football by the Germans. Poor cross though. And Walker, whose defensive work has been perfectly fine tonight, hasn't it? Makes the interception. Gundogan all plays through the England press too easily there. And Bellingham in the right back area clips it off Werner for an England throw. Fair play to the Germans. That press is still moving nicely for them up the top. Right, is Jack Grealish coming on now? I'm guessing for Stirling. No, Mason Mount has come out. So we'll see where Grealish goes to play, because Mount was playing in the number 10 spot. I don't imagine Grealish will go and play there, will he? And maybe he will. Kane, nice little turn. Oh, Kane's done brilliantly there. Plays it onto Rice. Grealish has pulled out to the left now. Rice, Grealish, first touch. Grealish into the box. Lovely ball by Grealish. Rice miscontrols it. Oh. Woof. Bellingham. Out it goes to Grealish. Grealish on the left wing. And it comes to Stones. Stirling. Give and go. Stirling now. Grealish. Grealish crosses in low. He's made an instant impact, actually, Grealish. His cross is blocked out. Lovely little ball through for Rice, who couldn't quite control it. Who do I support in the Premier League? Don't think it works like that, does it? Can't have a team in each league, can you? My team's in League One, I'm afraid. Wait, Mount was playing. Mount was quite decent for the 5-minute period when he got the press going, and he had that shot well saved. Corner comes in. Maguire heads it. Oh, like it might have been looping in the far corner there. And Neuer, I think Kane was trying to sort of lever him off his axis there. Here's Grealish again. Grealish to Saka. And Grealish has got to be a bit frustrated because Saka miscontrolled that as well. And now here come the Germans. Big counter-attack. Havertz slips it in. Werner, huge chance. Good save, Pickford. Again. Could be 2 by now, couldn't it? Pickford's made 2 good saves. I will acknowledge he was at fault for the goal, wasn't he? Are you a League One fan? I thought you were a Premier League. I'm an Ipswich fan, Christopher. I don't support a specific division. I support a team. For my YouTube channel, I cover in the main the Championship, bit of Premier League as well, England as well. We just talk about football, really. Mount was good for 5 minutes. That's the problem of the game, 75 minutes. I mean, yeah, the other problem is that there's a lot of England players that haven't been good for 5 minutes, have they? I wouldn't be necessarily picking out Mount as. I know England fans get kind of lightning rods on specific players, don't they? I think Mount's one of them. Goretzka has come in for Muller. Another substitution. Goretzka wearing number 8. Another Bayern player, isn't he? Yeah. All crossed in. Kane, surely. Oh! Great save by Neuer and Kane. He should have scored in the first half with that chance. Big chance there. He doesn't do a lot wrong, Kane, with the shot. He's sliding on the back post. Good goalkeeping. Here we come again, though. Grealish. England pushing quite well now. In comes the cross. I think, is that going to be another corner or did it come off Stones? Ugh. Grealish has really made an impact, hasn't he? Kane does well with that. Oh, Neuer gets quite lucky, actually. He throws himself across the goal. I think it hits his torso, doesn't it? Yeah, it's unlucky. It's unlucky. Grealish has been a really good substitution. He's made a completely instant impact in this. But you just worry about this peaking a little bit right now. And if England don't score now, you worry, are they going to score? Here is Saka. Given away, or tackled rather. Kimmich lifts it over the top, looking for Gnabry. Nothing doing there. Don't think we've been terrible. Lacked a bit of composure. Grealish has been great since he was. Grealish has made a really big impact, hasn't he? Stirling tries to drive past Klosterman, who gets a foot in. And the Germans have it again. A nice little ball through to Gundogan. Knocks it into Havertz. And it's back with Neuer, who just made that big save from Harry Kane. Long one up to Werner. Good control by Werner. Knocks it off to Gundogan. Gundogan drifts inside. Goretzka runs ahead of him. Gundogan knocks it back. Here's Kimmich. Kimmich, little feed. Goretzka. Klosterman. Kimmich. Raum. Werner. England a bit stretched here. Kimmich. Goretzka. It's good from the Germans. Gnabry. Yeah, just keeping hold of the ball here. Don't need another goal, do they? And Ruddock has got it again. Just to reiterate, second half, it's gone up now. 69% possession to the Germans. Can Gnabry keep that in? I think he might have. Did it go out? No, it didn't. He did amazingly well to slide and keep that one in. $78.50 on the clock. Germany 1. England 0. Here's that save again by Neuer. Yeah, Kane doesn't do a lot wrong there, does he? Obviously, if you can angle it right back across the goal. Southgate holds his head. So do all the bench there. Jared Bowen is on for Bukayo Saka. Saka fairly decent in the first half, a bit quieter, I would say, in the second half. He makes things happen when you get him on the ball, but just didn't get him on the ball often enough. Gnabry, nice ball. Havertz, Gundogan tries a back heel. There's that acceleration from Kyle Walker to win that. I think he gets fouled. Speaking of acceleration, here comes Jared Bowen. Oh, that's excellent from Kimmich. Tracks him back. Gets a foot in. Out it goes for an England throw. John Stones takes it off Jared Bowen. Rice. Down the line to Grealish, who looks at it since he's come on as a sub. Grealish into the box. Grealish, nice feet. He's done something every time he's got the ball, Jack Grealish, since he's come on. Corner for England. Looks like Reece James is going to come on. Trippier takes the corner short. Stirling, edge of the box. Stirling makes space. Stirling smashes it over the bar. Oof. Goal kick to the Germans. So it looks like Reece James is about to come on. Or is he? Southgate said something and he sat back down. Raum. Havertz. Havertz, little one up the line. Maguire does well, just prods that away from Werner. Back to Pickford. 81-42 on the clock. It's going to be back-to-back defeats for England. Unless they can get themselves an equaliser. Stones looking for a big switch of play. Kyle Walker is the fastest player in the team. He's not going to get that. He may not be the fastest if Jared Bowen's on, but... Keep the faith. We'll step... There you go. Some positivity. Tammy for Stirling. Might be nice to see Tammy Abraham on. Raum in the left-back position. Clears it down the line. I think our intensity has been missing most of the night. Grealish seems to have changed that when on the ball at least. Yeah, I agree with that, Luke. Leroy Sané is going to come on for Ilkay Gundogan. One ex-Manchester City player is coming on for a current Manchester City player. On comes Sané. Seems to have a lot of attackers on now, Germany, having brought in Gnabry and Sané and Werner all off the bench. Still baffles me why Grealish doesn't start. There you go, John. Takes a lot for me to say that. Here's Bellingham. Dink over by Bellingham out to Maguire. Maguire to Grealish, who looks like the man to make something happen. Grealish, Bellingham. Bellingham, Kane. Good football. Bowen inside the box. Bowen puts it across. Oh, how has that not gone in? Oh, they have defended well, Germany. Bowen does really well. Puts it to the back post. And I think it's just toe-ended away. We haven't seen a replay. It looked like a very good bit of defending there on the back stick. Trippier, corner. Trippier puts it in. Big header out by Ruddock. So need to see a replay of that. It was good football by England. Grealish knocks it on for Stirling. Kane's gone down in the box. Huge appeal. Wonder if VAR will have a look at that. Harry Maguire went mental. But now, oh, here's a big counter-attack. Leroy Sané. Oh, he's played that badly. And Kyle Walker's played that very well. The England players are all still appealing for the penalty. We'll have a look at the replay. It was Harry Kane. I love Harry Kane, but he can go down fairly easily at times, can't he? So we'll see whether that was the case here. So Grealish, Kane's offside, so it won't be. Oh no, then it deflected. Oh, I need to see that again. If it deflected off one of the Germans, seemed to clip Kane's heel at the back. Oh, he's gone to the screen, which normally means it's a penalty. I think England might be getting a penalty. So Kane's offside initially, but then I think it deflects off a German player, which would mean he's on. Oh, if he's onside, it's going to be a penalty. I've got no question it's a foul. It's just, is he onside or not? Kane in behind Schlotterbeck. I think England will get a penalty, aren't they? Is he going to give it? Yes. Penalty to England. Once it wasn't offside, it was always going to be a penalty, wasn't it? Kane's calf gets caught by Schlotterbeck, and England have a chance from the penalty spot. Ruddock has been booked. It wasn't him who committed the foul. He must have talked himself into the book. It's not a red card, is it? It's Kane's not going to be able to control the ball. He's just been impeded. So it's not a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And Harry Kane in the 86th minute has a chance to equalise for England. Kane spots the ball. Neuer turns his back on Harry Kane. We know Kane's penalties, it's always 3 or 4 steps right-footed. He can go any which way. Can he equalise for England? Here comes Harry Kane. Of course he can. Kane sticks it in, his 50th international goal, and England have equalised. Germany 1, England 1 with just slightly less than 3 minutes to go. On the balance of play, do they deserve to draw this game? No. Do I care? No. England forcing, and you knew it was going to be something through Jack Grealish. He was involved in the build-up there. Kane's so good from the penalty spot, isn't he? His 50th international goal, I believe. That's Wayne Rooney's now on 53, Kane on 50. And England are level, which should quell the negativity a little bit tonight. I'm sure there'll still be plenty, but game's not over yet, is all I will say. Germany 1, England 1 in the UEFA Nations League. We've absolutely scanned this. Maybe so. You take it though, won't you? Great pen. Get in. Always keep the faith. Okay, never miss a pen. I didn't want to say that before he took it, Torre, but I was thinking that. He very, very, very rarely misses. If he scores it, undeserved, but we'll take it. 100%. 100%. We'll take what we can. For robbery, great pen. Maybe so. Maybe so. But look, the Germans didn't get the second goal, did they? And at 1-0, you're only ever tangling of legs in the box away from conceding a penalty or a goal or set play or something like that. 89 on the clock. England have the equaliser, and Jordan Pickford has the ball. Pickford bowls it out to Stones. I presume there'll only be 4 minutes stoppage time tops. Can't remember much in the way of stoppages. Here is Walker. Nice little feed inside. Kane knocks it out to Grealish. Grealish, Kane. Oh, my goodness me. What a chance. Harry Kane The Premier League elite, always the top scorer, or most seasons the top scorer, completely misses his kick there. Oh, goodness me. Could have won the game then. Absolutely incredible. Channel 4 has shown us a replay of Ruddock getting a yellow card rather than that chance there for Kane. Goodness me. Yeah, 4 minutes injury time, minimum stoppage time, as I suspected. It's a throw for England, high up on the right-hand side. Kyle Walker knocks it into Stirling. We still haven't seen a replay of that Kane miskick from pretty much sat right on the penalty spot there. Goodness me. Grealish again. Grealish has been excellent since he's come on, hasn't he? Really good. Maguire. Big switch of play. It's a good ball by Maguire. It's really poor from Bowen that. He tries to control it with his left foot. I don't know why. He just turns his body at the last minute. Wasn't a bad ball by Maguire, for sure. Cleared away by the Germans. Werner. Here's Havertz. Goretzka knocks it inside to Schlotterbeck. 1 minute and 35 seconds of minimum stoppage time played. Jude Bellingham is down, holding his left foot, but the game goes on. Here comes Werner from the left-hand side. Raum has the cross blocked. Oh, that's weak from Bowen. Werner takes it off him. Oh. John Stones blocks it on the edge of the 6-yard box. Bowen got shrugged off the ball too easily there. Jude Bellingham is still down. Not getting any treatment. The Germans won't stop. Here comes Raum. Sané. Gnabry. England playing with 10 at the moment. Cross comes in. Decent header by Maguire. Big Goretzka on the near post there. And Raum gives it away. And now Jude Bellingham. I was going to say he's going to get some treatment. He's back up on his feet. Two minutes and 50 seconds of minimum stoppage time played. Pickford is running down the clock here ahead of this goal kick. It's killed about 30 seconds, actually, to be honest. Should be about one phase of play left here. England are going to want to get the ball into the German half and keep it there. Jordan Pickford is taking an eternity to take this goal kick. I don't blame him. Here he comes, boots it way, way down the ground. Can Kane win that? No, Rudiger's won everything in the air, hasn't he? Launched forward again. Harry Maguire heads that sensibly back home to Jordan Pickford. Gets a thumb up from John Stones. Here is Stones again. Stirling, coolly and calmly. Back to Pickford. That is it for minimum stoppage time. And that is it for the game. Germany won. England won. It looked more like it was going to go 2-0 Germany rather than England getting the equaliser, but I will take it. Germany had a couple of decent chances at 1-0. Jordan Pickford made a couple of good saves, actually. England had other chances. There was that big save from Kane's shot from Noel when it came off his sort of torso, and you thought, oh, we're not scoring tonight. Jack Grealish was a key substitution. I know the whole Southgate out narrative won't give him any credit for that, but it's a really good substitution to bring Grealish in. Grealish made a big difference when he came on. He was really good. He kind of made things tick down the left for England. Bit fortuitous for the penalty. Obviously, the ball slid in initially. I think takes a deflection. Kane looked offside from the first position, but then once it deflects off the German leg, across it goes, and England win the penalty. And they get themselves a point. Let's have a look at the numbers. I know a lot of you have been bringing them up. 63% possession to the Germans, 15 shots to 10, 3 big chances to 0. I mean, there's, eye test and statistics. Obviously, one of the chances is the penalty, and the other 2 chances will be Kane's right footer and his left footer in the first half. So, England could have had 2 goals in this game. But in terms of the control and the flow of the game, I think anybody who watched it and isn't just going off the numbers knows that Germany were in control of that game. I wonder what the attack momentum graph says. Let's have a look. Plenty more green spikes there than blue for England. I think England's blue spikes pretty much all coincide with Jack Grealish coming on, don't they? So, look, there you go. England were better than they were against Hungary. They're probably a little bit lucky to sneak a point, although you can point out the big chance count. But watching the ebb and flow of the game, it was Germany's to win at 1-0, wasn't it? But England get back in there. Harry Kane gets his 50th international goal. Bits, legend, £4.49 on the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's super chatted tonight. Really, really kind of you all. Not impressed with that. Looked a bit like Germany are in a different league to us at the moment. Lots to do. Mike, nice work, mate. Thank you. If you're saying nice things, I'll flick them all up in the advert. Before you go, guys, we've got 97 likes. I'd love it to go over 100. So I'm just going to sit here for a second. Please, if you're watching now and you haven't already hit the like button, do hit like. Let's just see if we can get over 100 before I head off to bed, ready to do the Enid run at 6:20 a.m. tomorrow morning, no doubt. Go on, hit that like button. I'm looking down at it right now. It hasn't moved, guys. Maybe you've all already hit like already. Be lovely to go over 100. It's not moving. What a nightmare, hey? I'll keep going, and I'll say thank you, everybody, for watching. We should have the Q&A I recorded with Shaylee earlier on today. We'll get that edited and up tomorrow, and we'll be back for England and Italy is on Saturday. There'll probably be some other content in between. Someone's gonna hire a manager very soon. Surely. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Oh God, there's loads of likes. Sorry, it says 150 on here. I don't know. Something weird going on. Yeah, very confusing. It does now say 150. I just press refresh on the other screen. So my bad. Sorry. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And it's a lovely over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.